Good morning, vloggers.
Bill Cohen of Ohio
I have such a good story to tell you, and the problem is it's just too long a story. Maybe I'll do part 1 and part 2. That'll work. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm hotter than hell. I'm sorry, but I've turned on the heat because it was cold, and now it's so hot I can't even think. Okay, so here's what happened. All I do these days at school, because the play and my master's program and all of it, so I'm busy all the time and stressed out like no tomorrow, and I'm a borderline depressed sort of mind, so I, easily get into a bad mood. So, these are, always troubling times when I've got to show up stressed and crazy, but I'm trying to be better. And last week I was really bad, but by Friday, because I felt bad because I had yelled at a student who I shouldn't have yelled at, and I wasn't listening to people, and I really realized just what was going on, and that, part of it is not to be excused, but it just really is very difficult on days when I have a lot to do. I have found a solution that I am not going to air publicly, but nonetheless I will alleviate some of these stresses very easily. Because I have a good job and I can alleviate stresses very easily. Anyway, the deal is this. I am at school on Saturday having rehearsal, and I arrive at school, and we're supposed to have rehearsal all day in the auditorium from 9 to 5. Scheduled months ago when I handed in the whole rehearsal schedule for the play. So needless to say, there is no equivocation really. That's just it. So what happened was I arrived at school, meet the students. I don't know what that noise was. Something just popped. There was shaking, and then there was not shaking. Anyway, so I arrived at school, and sorry about my hesitation. I'm quite nervous about the fact that just happened. I don't know what that was. So anyway, I arrived at school, and the dance team is in the auditorium and on stage and in the aisles and performing some crazy dancing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're there. I know that I want to film them. So I get really angry really quickly, and I go into the room and I said, you have to leave. That's how I start. You have to leave. We have rehearsal in here all day today from 9 to 5, and you have to go. And so their coach, or whatever she's calling herself, I don't know, but she's not a student. She's not a teacher. She's a young adult person. I'm assuming she's younger than me, and thus I felt the need to yell at her. That came later. So I say, you have to leave, blah, blah. And she's like, no, we scheduled this 2 months ago, and we're here from 9 to 5. And I said, strangely, more than 2 months ago, it was on the calendar that we were having rehearsal for this play, so you have to go. Well, blah, blah, Mr. Blah, blah, I'm calling him, scheduled us to be in here like 2 months ago, and he arranged it, and he got approved, and blah, blah. And I said, you're mistaken, because I'm the person who does the approving for using the auditorium, and I have signed no such approval, so you have to leave. And I walked out of the room, because the thing was, if I continued to stay, I thought I would just get more angry, so I had to go. And so I went, and when I went, I decided that I should just get my radio and get my script and just proceed, because they were leaving. And it was simple, they would understand, and they would go. And I was wrong. Part 2 coming.